Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Cachet Tarot. It doesn't give a creator, which I still think is odd, but it does give topthatpublishing.com if you want to search that out and find out information and all that good stuff. Supportive Oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Website in the back, rockpoolpublishing.com.au, A as an apple, use an umbrella. Okay. What do we have for Libra? Okay. I gotta put out a couple more cards here. Okay, so I find this interesting. I don't feel like there's an ending. There's clearly a beginning coming in because you got the new beginning, and it accentuates the world card. You have something beginning, but it feels like it's almost like I've moved to a new town and I have extra time, and then all of a sudden I'm invited to this event, and when I go to this event, I get this opportunity to become of this group, and then this is what's starting here. It doesn't feel like anything is ending, but maybe some free time is ending. So technically there must be an ending there, but it doesn't feel like it to me. So I don't feel like I'm losing anything. I feel like I'm just gaining something. Whatever it is that's coming forward, I feel like it can start anywhere from like a couple weeks to maybe 8 months. So it could start anywhere in like maybe in 2 weeks' time or out to 8 months. Seems to be subjective to what you want, just to be fair. I'm getting a lot of energy here in the sense of last time I was involved with something like this, it does seem like it had a lot of challenges. It might have been a little draining on occasion. So it's like this, whatever this situation is, you've been involved with something like this before. May have been quite a while ago. Might have been quite a while ago. But I almost feel like the reason I've shied away from it is because it got draining every now and then. And there was some people that I had to deal with that I didn't really care to deal with, to the point where finally I decided to move on from it. And the thing is, it seems like it's been a while since you've been a part of something like this. You know that you've grown as a person. But you're just kind of like, yeah, I've grown as a person, but if I get involved with something like this again, I'm in a place where I can manage it better, so I'm enjoying it more. Last time I managed it and it worked out, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to. Have I evolved enough this time to where I can get involved again, and I could actually literally enjoy it more? I can manage it in a way to where it works out correctly and I enjoy it. Am I at that point? And I feel like you're questioning, like, would I enjoy it though? Would I enjoy it? Whatever's coming towards you, it doesn't seem like it's a big deal. I feel like it comes forward very softly. It's like a lot of energy, but it's not intrusive. So, for example, you're going to an event. Maybe you're sitting down at a table just enjoying a coffee or whatever. Just, enjoying the moment, soaking in what's around you, deciding what you want to look at, what you want to see. And, there's some people just kind of come by and they just hey, did you see that bird or something? Or did you see that? And you're like, yeah, I saw that. And they're telling you about the bird and just isn't that cool? And you're like, that was pretty cool. I haven't seen one of those birds in a long time. Blah, 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 blah. It's not a big deal. They're just very friendly. No expectations, no pushing. I feel like it seems like that's how somebody introduces themselves, maybe a couple people even. But they're kind of like, oh yeah, we'll be over there if you want to hang out with us later. You feel free, if you got time, blah blah blah. It's like a very soft invite, very kind of like you're not expected to do anything, but if you want to show up, you're more than welcome. We actually think you're pretty cool from what we see so far, so we'd love to get to know you more. No pressure, no stress. It seems that's the kind of invitation you get towards you. It seems like this is very nice for you. I feel like I like this part. Not expecting it. Totally didn't expect somebody to introduce themselves like that. Very nice. I don't feel like I'm obligated to do anything. But the question is, do I want to do it? It's the thing here, kind of like, you know yourself well enough that these people are pretty cool. They're kind of your jam. They seem to link up the way you want them to link up. But you're also kind of like, if I go over there and start talking to them, I have a feeling it's gonna start a friendship. Am I ready for that? The thing is, there's no pressure with this. If you decide to move on and not that day, nobody's offended. Nothing's wrong. The thing is, the opportunity will keep circling around for a little while. Again, this could happen in 2 weeks to 8 months. Because I feel like it keeps circling around until you make up your mind, and I don't see you taking any time longer than that to make up your mind if you want to be a part of this or not. Because there is this very strong feeling to pull you towards it. I got the Chariot card here. Can we get a little bit more about the Chariot card? Not knowing if I want to be a part of it. And the Ten of Pentacles. It does feel like your initial response to this is kind of like, I feel like if I start getting involved in this, I'm going to get right involved with it. Because these people are very nice and very open. They're going to talk about themselves. I feel like I'm going to match that energy and talk about myself as far as I feel comfortable. I feel like that's what the drawback is. Ironically, it's like I feel like there's already like this connection here where I already like these people. So if I start to get to know them, I'm probably going to link in with them. And you keep questioning, like, do I want to do that? Because I feel like it's going to happen. I feel like it's going to, just based on that first conversation, how comfortable and nice, and it was entertaining. It was an enjoyable conversation, and you're like, I know, I'm pretty confident. I wouldn't say I was definite, but I'm pretty confident if I start, hanging out with them, or I go, step over and say hello, it's going to create a friendship. That friendship is going to lead to some type of connection beyond that. It's either some type of group, or it could be a business opportunity, could be like a social group. There's something it leads to. This is where the world comes in with a new beginning. This group seems to lead you into this next phase. It could be a spiritual group, who knows? Could be a work opportunity, kind of like somebody's like, hey, did you know that this is going on here and that pays a lot better than where you are? You might be able to do a lot better and have a lot more than what you're looking for. If you want to check it out, I can show you some stuff. I can give you some information. It's going to open some type of door. Could be like some type of social group, anything you can think of, whatever looks good to you. If you decide to go into this, which I feel like this is like, whatever this is, it is very enticing to you. It's kind of like, for example, if it was a job situation, it's kind of like maybe the current job is okay, but it's kind of like I just feel like I'm not getting the money that most people do. This opportunity will give you more money than you were expecting, and maybe even like the location or the work environment is much more pleasing to you than what you currently deal with, that type of thing. It could be a social club. It could easily be a social club. But it's kind of like you do things, maybe it's a travel club or whatever. Once you step into it, though, I do feel like you're bonded to it and you stick with it. It makes you nervous. It does make you nervous because it feels like once I step into it, I don't feel like it's going to be a short-term thing. You're questioning if it's good, bad. I keep getting those, like, is it going to be like it was before, or is this going to be better energy? You do seem to take your time moving forward to the next step. I don't see it happening quickly, but I don't feel like you have to. So I feel like I feel like you're going to do a bit of research before you move forward. If you do move forward, okay, that's this over here. Deconstructing things from the past. I feel like you're going to realize that whatever happened in the past, this situation totally feels different. It may look the same on the outside. So I'm just going to make a really easy connection. Say you were in a chess club in high school, and just you had some difficult people you had to deal with. You liked the game, but you got sick of dealing with certain people. This is totally different. This is dealing with people who are like they just like the game, and they're just kind of like playing for fun. They're not rude to each other. It's just nice. Totally different connection. So you got a lot of healing from like, oh, this is totally different connection than it was in the past. There is this other energy going on here. Can we explain that a little bit? Involved in the same energy. So there's a lot of healing there. Healing from the past, healing of how the past went. This feels totally different. This is a totally different connection. I was hoping it would be, and it turns out it is. There's a lot of communication here about people and their worries. There is somebody that will be a part of this situation that seems to be like a controversial figure. But I feel like when I see the Five of Wands with the Seven of Cups, it's kind of like there's a lot of complaints, a lot of worries about things that could happen, not about things that are happening. And to navigate through that for the easiest for you, they're just saying assess what's real. Always come back to what's real. Don't bend yourself into a pretzel until something is real. That's the only challenge I see with this new situation coming in. There does seem to be somebody who, like, it seems like it's like that alarmist feeling. It does feel like it's that alarmist feeling. Like, I worked at a place once where people were like that. Management was like that. They always made you feel like, you had to be careful. You could get fired at any second. You got to make sure you do this right. Oh, the higher-ups could show up at any moment. As if the higher-ups were going to shut down the place or something. It never happened. That place is still there today, and I haven't worked there for, oh my God, well, at least 15 years. It's been a while. But there's somebody with alarmist energy there. All you have to do is deconstruct it. What is real now? Don't go chasing possibilities that could happen. You'll get exhausted. It'll drain you. It'll drain you. Because there's one person that makes people feel like, oh, what if the sky does fall? Oh, what if that tree falls over and knocks out everybody on the planet? Like, just weird things. I shouldn't say it's that bad, but like, say they had a tree in their front yard and they're like, oh, what if a bad storm happens and it hits the car? We're going to be without a car. They have worries like that. It's kind of like, unless it's going to happen, let's not worry about it. If we want to talk about possibly removing the tree, I guess we can talk about that, but let's not live in fear of that because the tree looks very sturdy. It's not going to fall. It's fine. So it's like, just make sure you keep bringing it back to the reality of it, because I feel like somebody just kind of gets people going and makes them feel like there's things to fear that really aren't to fear. All you have to do is bring it down to reality. It will be fine. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.